In March of 2020, Phantasy Star Online 2 finally came to North America and later came to the rest of the world. It is nearly the end of 2020 as I'm recording this, and PSO2 Global is finishing playing catch up with Japan soon with the upcoming release of Episode 6. It would appear that through all of the craziness that has been 2020, Sega of America is keeping the promise of having all the Japanese content by the end of 2020. If you think about it, this has to happen, otherwise New Genesis's launch in spring of 2021 would be delayed, or the PSO2 base game would not be finished by the time the much bigger and better expansion comes out. The idea of New Genesis is very exciting, especially to Phantasy Star fans such as myself. I have literal thousands of hours logged into Phantasy Star Online 2, even more if you count the other Phantasy Star games. Seeing the ability to branch out into a more open world with new mechanics, new enemies, and fingers that move, all while being able to keep all my characters who I have played for years, it's very exciting, as it will only bring even more people to enjoy the series I've loved ever since I was a young teen. However, if you're like me, you're not playing a lot of PSO2 right now. You've grown tired of certain things, be that the combat, grind, community, or something else I didn't note, and you're waiting for Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis to drop. Believe me, as someone who started PSO2 JP back in 2015 and came back in 2016 to take it a bit more seriously, I feel the burnout. However, if you'd like something new, or maybe are a longtime fan of Phantasy Star in general like myself, I have a suggestion for you. Play PSU Clementine. Phantasy Star Universe originally came out in August of 2006 in Japan for PlayStation and PC, coming to NA and soon the rest of the world in October of 2006, adding Xbox 360 to the platforms you could play it on. Almost a year later, Japan received the first expansion, Ambition of the Illuminous, in September of 2007, globally releasing in November of 2007. Things were great for a few years. However, by 2012, all official servers were completely shut down. That was until someone attempted to bring the whole thing back. With no help from Sega, lead developer Marmalade, as well as a small team of developers and volunteers, worked for years, for free, if you don't count Patreon, to bring back this mid-2000s MMO that thousands of people played before Sega flipped the switch in 2012. Clementine is a private server made free to the public, entering full release on October 31st of 2020, with many beta tests prior to this release. I found the Clementine project in early 2016, but I have located tweets that go as far back as March of 2015 showing work being done on the project. It's likely work started much before that, likely in 2013 or 2014, but that's the earliest solid evidence I could find. If you haven't played PSU or any Phantasy Star game, I'll go ahead and fill you in on what exactly this game is. PSU is a Japanese action MMORPG made by Sega, set seemingly in the future in a galaxy far from our own. You make a character, choose your class, grab a weapon, and kill things. PSU is a hub-based MMO, in that quests are launched from counters inside lobby areas, and if you're not in a mission, you're in a lobby with other players. Combat in this game is action-based, and split between melee, ranged, or magic, referred to as technique combat. There's lots of classes that do different things, and each class has its own set of weapons and abilities it can use. At the start, you're locked to 3 basic classes: Hunter, the melee class; Ranger, the ranged class; and Force, the mage class. To unlock more classes, you need to level these ones first to meet a prerequisite for the class you want. Your class can be changed at any time for a relatively small fee, so don't worry too much about what you choose from the start. And now, I'm going to see how quickly I can list off all the weapon types. Sword, knuckles, spear, double saber, axe, saber, dagger, claw, twin saber, twin dagger, twin claw, whip, slicer, rifle, shotgun, bullet bow, grenade launcher, laser cannon, pistol, twin pistol, crossbow, card machine gun, ranged combat support machine, rod, wand, technic combat support machine. Now, I know I said PSU Clementine was in its fully released state, however that's slightly misleading. Currently, as I write this video, the level cap is 50, while the final level cap in retail was 180. This is simply due to not all the content being ready and fully tested. The Clementine team has done this because this way, account resets no longer need to happen if something untested is broken, and they can make sure everything works as it should during the official launch. We've been told level cap increases will come alongside more content, but for now, we have what has been proven to work. Hey, editing Gabe here. So, while I was editing this, I actually increased the level cap to 60. So that's pretty sick. Just thought I should include that here. Alright, back to the video. But, for me, that's okay. I played hundreds, even thousands of hours of this game as a young teen. I'm just happy this team was able to pull this together and allow me to re-experience and relive what I thought would only exist as a memory and cringe Facebook posts from my younger years. I love this game, and it will always hold a special place in my heart. I know that until New Genesis releases at the very least, Clementine will be my new home. And if you're bored and something about this video or PSU has interested you, go to the website in the description and try it for yourself. I've been Polar Samurai, and thanks for watching.
Oh, dude, why do I see?
Okay, meme over. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching all the way through it. I really appreciate it so much. If you liked the video, and if you're still watching, you probably did, please literally go hit the like button down there and show your support. It means a lot and helps out the channel. If you end up trying out Clementine from this video, let me know down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching.